Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're doing well. I just wanted to make this video. It's based on temporary rates, and I know a lot of people on the contract market have been, asking me, how much should I charge? This is going to show you exactly how much you should charge for temporary or contract staffing. So I've got two columns which we're going to go through in a second, and we're just going to explain everything to you. Now, this is based on about a 30% margin. Yeah. So in terms of it being 30%, it goes up to about 35, the sort of longer hours. But this is something you can actually send to clients. Yeah. So I'm going to put a link in the description below so you can download this and you can just, extract it, do whatever you want with it. Now, this column you're going to hide from the clients. That's your break even point. I only put that in there simply because I just wanted to explain it to everyone, really. So this is the workers column, this one here in yellow. Now, with the temporary recruitment, sometimes you can pay less than the actual employer is willing to pay. So let's say they're paying £9 an hour for a customer service advisor on a temporary basis. If you get someone in at £8.75, actually you get someone in with a 25p extra per hour margin. However, that's not the greatest thing to do. I don't tend to do that because sometimes there's different agencies providing temporary staffing, and your candidate goes there and they say, look, I'm earning £8.75, and another person that's through another agency is working and he's getting £9 an hour. He will probably switch agencies and you'll lose the candidate and the client in a way sometimes. So it's very easy to jump ship and sign up to another agency to get paid more, and it happens a lot. So make sure you're paying your staff well. If you can pay slightly more, then what happens is people start to move to your agency as well. So just thought I'd raise that point quickly. So just take it from example, what you have to pay or through an umbrella company. Now, this is with my umbrella company. That these are the rates that my umbrella company gave me. I said, look, give me all these rates and, put it in a spreadsheet for me. And I worked it out and I put my break even. So this column is the break even point. Now, what this consists of is national insurance, so NI, pension, and holiday pay. Yeah, plus the umbrella charge. Yeah, that's what it presents into. That works out to be about 20%. All of that. All of that. That's about 20%. Now, I've added a few pence on top just in case anything goes wrong. And, I wanted to know what my break even point is. So sometimes a client will come back and say, look, that £13.75 doesn't sit well. Can you do it for 12.50? Yeah, I know for fact I'm making £1 the margin off that if that is the case. So this is your rates, and this is what you're going to go through, and this is what you're going to say to clients. Hi, look, we for minimum wage we charge £12.87. Now you can drop 10% of that, yeah, off that sort of margin between there. Anything less than that, if you hit £11, you're not making any money basically. You run the risk of a client just turning around and saying we're taking the staff on ourselves, we're not paying you anything, or you're running the risk of, just doing it for the sake of it. If that person goes in Monday, Tuesday, and then he leaves, you can't actually do that. With temporary recruitment, what you have to bear in mind, it isn't about so much about volume. Unless one client that you trust well and is good says to you, well, we need 30, 40 people, or sometimes even more, you build up to that then you can do those, pound the margin, 50p a margin, if they're very easy to do and they just want you to facilitate the actual recruitment. If it's something, yeah, we need one person here, one person there, or anything less than five, you have to charge something like this. Otherwise it's not worth your time. You don't know the area, you haven't built up a candidate pool, you haven't got any focus or database if you're doing that. So with these margins, that's what you're going to be looking at. I aim for 30%. A lot of agencies will charge a lot more depending on the position. Now, this is for very low skilled positions, yeah? So I just want to bear that in mind. So this is sort of low skilled, you can probably post an advert and you get tons of people and you just got to find the good people. This isn't my rates for qualified staff or people that need degrees or like a doctor, for example. I wouldn't charge 30%. I'll probably be charging, 120% off that. As well, and it'll be more towards the sort of contract market rather than a temporary market. So I hope that explains what you should charge. Like I said, the link for this file is in the description. Go ahead, download it. You can move it together, take this column out for God's sake. If you are, actually, I'll put it with just this column in there. Actually, it'll be good for everyone to see, but anyway, I'll just save this and I'll put it in there. You have to delete this afterwards, because if the client sees that's your break even point, make sure it's deleted out of that. Yeah, don't put anything, like, just have it like that. Do not have it with the column there, because simply because if the client sees that's your break even, they're going to be like, hold on a minute, they're making bloody, £2 off me an hour. And that's what you want to be aiming for. So these are sort of entry level rates. You'll establish what you want to do. If a client says to you, how much do you charge, what's your rates cards, send them this. Hope it helps. Take care, guys.